I better talk right now. So, kick off. Good morning, everybody. Tom Welch is having cinnamon rolls for breakfast. Tom Welch having cinnamon rolls for breakfast. And that's how we start. Hey, sorry, I've got static on my end here. I'm trying to take care of. I don't know. Oh well. Hey, it's April 1st. No April Fools. No April Fools here. I got enough going around. Don't need more. So today's word, Wednesday, April 1st, is waggish. Waggish is an adjective. Waggish. Waggish means joking, witty, or mischievous. Here's the sample they gave is this species of fame, a waggish. This is a this is a quote from her. Never mind. All right, waggish, adjective, joking, witty, mischievous. Good word for April 1st. Waggish. Oh, here it is. I will show it to you. Boom. Waggish. Okay. Why is Juan Garcia doing this face? No, it's more like this. It's like a sideways. I can't do it. How's everybody doing? Good morning, Isaac. I don't know who that was to, Tom, but I'm gonna assume not me. Juan, Tom loves you. Okay, April's. So how was everybody's yesterday? It was pretty darn good outside. I spent a good chunk of the afternoon outside not doing yard work. I did a little seeding, but I got the golf clubs out in the net and just hit. Probably took, I don't know. I had 10 balls and I just hit all 10. I go back and do 10 more. And I don't know how many. I probably did that 15 times at least. So got a lot of strokes in yesterday. I thought my arms would be really sore today, my back, but my back's a little sore. My arms are fine. So I'm going out today. Gonna do it again. Getting that out. I might go way back and do some chipping. I don't know. It was nice. I had a speaker outside and I was playing In the Heights and had Diet Mountain Dew, which I had not had one for like 2 days, so that was kind of a big deal. And it was just so nice out, and today might be just as nice. Bennett was playing ping pong. Who you playing ping pong with? Better be someone in your family. You better not be going anywhere. A reminder, I don't have more information for you on our marching band yet, but if I do, I will. When I do, I'll pass that on. There is emails going back and forth right now, and amongst staff trying to figure out how auditions are going to work and all that. So we'll get information to you. Remember to email me if you are interested in section leader. Quite a few of you did. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's like 16 of you already have. So if you haven't, again, not emailing me doesn't mean you're not going to be considered, but just make sure that you're on the list. Email me if you are a sophomore, junior, and curious or interested in doing a section leader. For next year, Mrs. Reiner has been putting together some mariachi stuff. Those of you in mariachi, she's going to start putting some materials on Canvas. The first one she's put up is Besame, which a lot of you can already play, but this gives you something to play along with. And she's going to maybe put up some new songs later. But for now, Besame Mucho is up on Canvas. Just go to Canvas. There's a link for mariachi materials. It'll take you to another page. And she's going to start posting videos and some music there. We're going to get a link on there to the Google Drive that has all of the music too. So if you're in mariachi and want to start playing a little bit of that, get on there and check out what Mrs. Reiner is getting prepared for you. Also, new thing, if you like the I Love the Arts Facebook page, they posted something yesterday I thought was really, or 2 days ago, I thought was really interesting. If you submit a recording of yourself playing a duet out of a duet book or whatever, so let's say you've got your duet music from Solo Contest, and you record yourself playing a part, and then you scan it in or take a picture and give a PDF and send it to them. Sorry, this really bother me, the static. Um, they will have one of the Air Force band members play the duet with you and have put a video together, both of you playing. I think it's kind of cool. Air Force, all of our armed service bands, Air Force, Marine, Army, Navy, they're all the best professional musicians in the world. So that's pretty kind of an amazing opportunity. It's kind of a cool thing. So it's there's an age limit, or else I'd probably do it just because I think that's cool. So if you got to do it at home, play a part, send the music and the video to them. The link is on the, if you go to, I don't know how the link memorized, but if you go to the I Love the Arts Facebook page that I talked about, and it's linked on Canvas, they put the link there, and you can go see what the details are on all that information. So I thought that was a very interesting and kind of a cool thing to do. If any of you, I haven't gotten the talk about the Iowa virtual band from those of you who were doing it has kind of calmed down. I haven't gotten many really emails or anything lately about it. So I hope those of you who are doing that have done that. I'm curious to see how that turns out in the end. Okay, here we go. Now for the thing everybody wants to know about, the update on our Star Wars saga. Episode 2, Isaac versus episode whatever. First of all, so I started a bracket, and I'm working on with my computer on the side here. I'm going to move the microphone a little bit. So I started putting polls up on Twitter. This is how we're going to do this. We're going to do Twitter polls, and they're going to be like a couple hours on each one. So I'm going to try to get through them as quickly as possible. So we've got the third one up right now, and it right now is Return of the Jedi versus Attack of the Clones. And right now, Return of the Jedi is winning 70% of the vote. There's only 10 votes, so get on there. The voting will be on Twitter. The other two had like 20 some votes, so it's not like there's getting lots of votes, but I'm telling you, this is going to settle this once and for all. So that'll go on for 3 more hours, it says. So 1 o'clock ish, that'll get taken down, and I'll put a new one up. And then that'll go the afternoon. Then I'll put a new one up tonight. So if you got to check back every couple hours if you want to participate in the voting. What should I answer, Juan Garcia? I don't understand your question. Oh, that's a story for a whole other day. Someday. Okay. So that's the voting update. So yesterday we had, this is like I said, the third one. We had 2 yesterday. It was episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, versus episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Revenge of the Sith won handily. And then it was episode 9, Rise of Skywalker versus Solo, a Star Wars story. Rise of Skywalker handily won that one. So they'll go into the losers bracket, and the winners are going to winners bracket. And we're going to bracket all out. So it's all ranked by the time we're done, 1 through 11. So again, the poll right now is Return of the Jedi versus Attack of the Clones, and that is on Twitter. So Isaac watched. What'd you watch yesterday? The Force Awakens. So it's a long email, but I'll give you the Reader's Digest version, the abridged version. So he says a lot of emotions in this movie, and he keeps going back to the emotions thing. He goes, "I'm not a person who likes new things." Oh my God, are you 85, Isaac? Seriously? Jeez. I don't like new things. That being said, the introduction to new characters was all right. He said all right. He didn't say I. He said they're glad they timed the original characters. Well, of course they did. The 9 episodes are about the Skywalker, so they have to tie it into the original. He says, one thing I'm somewhat upset about, is the zero understanding of Rey's heritage. Yeah, well, that was kind of the hook, cliffhangers. He goes on about the plot line was good. He doesn't like how they basically destroy a Death Star every movie almost. I would agree. When I was watching Force Awakens and they started talking about this Star Killer base, I'm like, oh really? We're doing another Death Star? Like, it seemed a little trite to me, but so I'll agree with you on that one. And then he talked about the emotions. He goes, a ton of emotions: happy, excited, energetic, anger, sadness, so much sadness. He thinks Rey and Finn should be a couple. They're good friends. I like them as friends. Though the kiss in Rise of Skywalker was really awkward. With Kylo and Ren. Spoiler alert. He says they should be a thing. He's got a big problem with 2 squads of X-Wings and a Millennium Falcon takes on the entire fleet. Yeah, you're right. That's a little silly, but that's it's part of the allure of the story that the little guy wins, right? Death of Han was sad and played well. Could have been more dialogue, not arguing. He said he's not sure where to rank the movie. It's not my top 4, but somewhere after that. That'd be 5, Isaac. After 4 would be 5. Okay. Let's see. He goes, and then he goes, thanks for reading and listening. And Noah's List is bad. That's his final comment. Is Noah's List is bad. Aiden, I'll give you. I was watching Rise of Skywalker a couple days ago, and Aiden he says the economic stress destroying a Death Star would be huge. As that fleet of Star Destroyers is coming off the planet, I'm like, where, does anybody thought about logistics? Like, where are we getting all this metal? We've built 2 Death Stars and a bigger Death Star and an entire fleet, another entire fleet, and now we've got a new fleet. Like, where is this metal coming from? And the wiring. Like, has anybody thought about the logistics of building this? Nah, it's part of the story. Anyway, there's our update on Isaac's Star Wars saga. I'm sure he's going to watch. What are you watching next, Isaac? Tell me. Oh, I'm sorry. Chris says they canceled Wimbledon. Yeah, he kind of thought that was coming, didn't she? They also canceled the Cubs Cardinal series in London. I'm disappointed in that, but no, Bennett, we're not talking about Harry Potter. We got one nerdy thing at a time, and it's all about me. I have the control right now, and I mean, not that I don't like Harry Potter. I think it's a really good set of movies. That's just not Star Wars is more my thing than Harry Potter. You guys talk about it. Start your own live stream. Talk about Harry Potter. So has Isaac answered me yet? What's the next movie you're watching, Isaac? I'm just gonna wait. Wait, Parker's here, everybody. We all knew that both of oh yeah, that's true. We did. I'm going to skip the casino one. That would be Last Jedi. The next is Rise of Skywalker. That's the last one. Okay. Yes, Bennett, it's a dictatorship. Get over it. Okay. I have a guest here today that I think you're gonna like, though they aren't. Oh, they forgot. They didn't join the. Oh, they didn't join the thing. All right, we'll see if they came back later. I have Google Hangout for them, and they haven't joined it yet. So we'll come back to them. Hopefully, they're gonna get it figured out. Hopefully, I'm not screwing something up. No. Sorry, this is awkward. I gotta check my email, make sure my guest is not lost. We just did a test a little bit ago and it worked fine. Well, hopefully they join us. Okay, let's go on Music Theory. It's not Rough One, it's Rogue One, Isaac. Rogue One is that goes between episode 3 and 4. So your solo's not part of it either. Isaac, you need an education on something there. Yeah, Parker's saying Rogue One literally happens. It's the overture to episode 4. It literally happens right before 4. So we talked about theory-wise, talked about triads last time. I'm getting stood up by my guest, I think. Talk about triads last time. And I said that if you've got a major third in the bottom, a minor third in the top, which makes a perfect fifth, that makes it a major triad. But what if I flip it? So if this is treble clef and you got F, A, C, if I put this little flat sign on the A, that makes it a minor third on the bottom. Still a perfect fifth on the outside, but the minor third on bottom and major third on top. That would be a minor triad. So if I took the major triad was major third in the bottom, minor third on top. If I flip them, put the minor third in the bottom, the major third on top, that's a minor triad. So I started a handy dandy little chart for you here that we're going to fill in throughout the week. There you go. Again, I can't see this. So you got a major triad as a major third in the bottom, minor third on top. The whole thing's perfect fifth. Minor triad's got a minor third in the bottom, a major third on top. Still a perfect fifth. The outsides are the same on both of those, major and minor triads. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know. You guys keep talking about Oreos. Settle down. I can't feed you all Oreos over a live stream. It does not work that way. Sorry, I'm going to multitask because I'm going to email my guests because I think they got lost. Do 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 do. Okay. Let's go on to the band piece for now. I again, this was supposed to be where we do a guest here, and I just don't see them. So here we go. We're going on. I did send a couple more pieces out this morning. No, Mr. Housen doesn't have the internet, Bennett. You're right. So you can rule that out. That is not the guest because that would involve him actually coming to my house and looking into this weird technology that sucks the soul out of him. So that's not going to happen. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. This has been awkward. So I'm gonna get to movement three. Movement three, the Rufford Park Poachers is the longest one. It's not super long, but it is the longest one the um in the suite. So it is all just like yesterday, the movement two, it's based on an event. It's an event that happened in somebody's when they were young and they started this folk song about what happened. This is kind of how they would have told stories, probably from person to person. They come up with these folk songs. Sometimes they made up their own melodies. Sometimes they stole the melody from something else and just added their own words. This is about an event with the Rufford Park Poachers. Now we use the word poachers probably. Well, no, it's probably the same. So a poacher is basically someone who's illegally hunting, right? Um, that has a little different connotation today than it would have at the time in England, because there would have been places that were the land was all owned by royalty or by rich people, you know, and so you could not hunt on land that was not owned by you, which is kind of the same way it is today. But the problem is that common person did not own land, did not own anything. So you were not allowed to hunt. And these the richer people, the lords, the dukes, the royalty would get these pieces of land and have animals on it for themselves to hunt. And so the sorry, I keep checking my email because I keep thinking I'm gonna get so they would get in trouble a lot. They're poachers. I mean, they're legally hunting. So that term is still used the same way. So this is about an event that happened where some common people, some peasants, basically they got sick of not being able to hunt. Now, this wasn't just like a hey, let's go out hunting for fun. Like they needed food, and they wanted to do this, and they kind of rebelled against the gamekeepers or the people who ran the land, because they thought, the animals are for all of us; they're not just for the rich people. And so they kind of rebelled a little bit, and the gamekeepers or the people who own the land basically attacked them. And in the fight, one of them got killed, one of the gamekeepers, and then they tried four people for murder because of it, and they were found guilty and sent to jail. So it's about that event. Here's the words I'm pulling up for you. I'll just do a little bit of it here. So the first verse is a buck or doe, believe it so, a pheasant or a hare were sent on earth for every man quite equally to share. So poacher bold, as I unfold, keep your gallant heart and think about these poachers bold that night in Rufford Park. They say that 40 gallant poachers they were in distress. They'd often been attacked when their number it was less. Uh, Among the gorse to settle scores, those 40 gathered stones to make a fight for poor men's rights and break the keepers' bones. The keepers went with flails against the poachers and their cause to see that none again would dare defy the rich man's laws. The keepers they began to fray with stones and with their fails, but when the poachers started, oh, they quickly turned their tails. Upon the ground with mortal wound, head keeper Roberts lay. He never will rise up again until the judgment day. Of all that band that made their stand to set a net or snare, the four men brought before the court were tried for murder there. The judge, he said, for Robert's death, transported you must be to serve a term of 14 years in convict slavery. So, poacher bold, my tale is told. Keep up your gallant heart and think about those poachers bold that night in Rufford Park. Um, I guess I read the whole thing to you. So it's kind of it's also like a rallying cry. Like it's a little bit like, hey, these bold, these brave peasants rose up against the royalty or the rich people in this case. So it's a tale. It's sad. It's the last one was sad. This one's got anger in it, and you're gonna see it starts off with again, the time signatures are funky because it's trying to stay true to the folk song. It's gonna start with the same melody in two different areas of voices, and they're like one after the other. And the thing about Granger, he does what's really interesting is he does different instrumentation. He'll group instruments together that normally wouldn't be grouped. So at the beginning here, you're going to hear piccolo and clarinet playing one line, and the flute and bassoon chasing them with the other line, and that's how it starts. So let's get this going, and I will talk you through Movement 3, Rufford Park Poachers. There's piccolo and clarinet, followed by flute and bassoon. This is version A. If you got the music as a version A and version B, I believe they're using version A. I'm wrong. They're using version B. Version B. See, it's kind of a weird combination. They're saying the same thing, but they're different times, and so it's a little bit of a chase or an argument. There's a soprano sax. You got those clarinets pulsing. You're going to hear a muted trumpet coming in. It starts a little bit of that anger. Just like it's like constant pulse going on the clarinets. Do do do. Some more anger there. That do 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 theme. Trumpets are triple tonguing. And the melody's in the low brass in octaves, just because of the kind of eerie sound. Then it's going to build. It's going to build the anger here. The brass. And listen to the bass line. It does this descending bass line thing like he did earlier. Just listen to the basses, if you can. That same theme, keeps coming back. You see how it's a mixture of sad and anger? Then it's gonna be kind of like the beginning here, except we got piccolo, English horn, Noah, piccolo and English horn on top, oboe and bassoon on the bottom. It's a weird combination. You can hear the little echo, that trumpet kind of in the distance, that same that ba-da-da-da-da angry theme. Did you hear it? Again, I could go on a long time. There's a lot in this. I'm kind of skipping, but it's very intricate. And it's, like I said, the longest movement in this piece. Yeah, and I would compare what Granger does here to a modern composer would be Frank Ticheli. Frank Ticheli mixes instruments in different ways that makes it interesting, and Granger did that also. Okay, my guest is here. I'm going to pull them in right now. Here we go. Finally, are you there?
Hi.
All right. I think that was my fault, Mrs. Bradley. I think I was clicking the wrong thing the whole time. I don't think it was you.
I agree 100% that it was your fault.
Good. I'm going to make sure everybody can see you here. All right. How's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Not bad. What you been up to?
I'm trying not to kill a child or a dog or anything else that's just bothering me.
Which one's in the most trouble right now? The child or the dog?
Children, I think.
Is children include your husband?
Some days.
Yes. Okay. What have you been doing to fill your time?
Let's see. I try to read every day. Good. And I like the crazy books, like the ones that mess with your mind. I just got done with The Silent Wife. That was an okay one. Not my favorite, but not horrible. I try to binge watch all of the crazy psycho killer shows I can. Like, love Criminal Minds. Even though it's old and over, I still watch it all the time. And The Voice, that's a good family one that, we do like over supper if we really need to. But I don't have Netflix, so I'm behind the times.
See you guys out there thinking you have nothing to do. She's getting by without Netflix.
I am. And we don't have unlimited data on cell phones. Like, we are like Stone Age over here.
You're better than Mr. Houston.
We call him every once in a while to make sure he's caught up.
They were trying to guess someone was guessing who my guest was today, and someone said Mr. Houston, and I said, no, it's never going to happen ever.
That would there's no way.
Yeah.
He'd panic.
Yeah, you're right. He wouldn't. This machine would suck his soul. So you said Criminal Minds is kind of your go-to.
My husband always joked that if I want to kill him, I'm going to know how to hide the body. So
I think that's reasonable.
I know. I think everyone has to have that hidden thing that's mine. So
okay. And now everybody who's watching this, all 8 of them, all know that now.
I know he can't go missing now.
Right. See, you're gonna be the first person we blame. What are you gonna do today? It's nice outside.
I have a meeting at 11 with Mr. Weavers, and then hopefully take the dog out for a walk, wear her out. Hopefully then everyone will take a nap.
Okay, sounds fun. Hey.
Yes.
Thanks for coming on here. Sorry, I was clicking on next week's guest instead of this week's guest, so it was 100%
that guest than mine.
100% my fault. So
good to know.
All right. Well, I will also be at that meeting at 11 o'clock, so I'll see you then.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Bye, you guys.
Bye. All right, there we finally got Mrs. Bradley, and I just full disclosure, it was completely my fault that I wasn't finding her, because I had set up 2 guests today for this week and next week, and so I was actually joining next week's Google Hangout. So I'm sorry, Mrs. Bradley, that was 100% my fault. Okay. Bennett, I heard schools canceled April 3. No, way past. Oh, 30. No, the governor has suggested, or no, the president suggested we not gather until April 30th. That has not been an official statement from the school or the state that we close until April 30th. I'm going to say it's coming probably. I've been telling you guys, prepare for that. I know there's no official word. That has not happened yet, but I would mentally prepare for that possibility. Yeah. We told you it's going to get bad. I don't know if you guys, I really try not to watch the news, guys, because it's not cool. It's going to be worse. The number's going to keep going up. So you gotta stay home. We try not to leave unless we just need something. we have to have. I had to get gas yesterday. I was almost out, so I went and paid the pump. My wife sends me with plastic gloves, and 2 weeks ago I was like, now so we take a whole thing of plastic gloves with us when we go somewhere. Just like I'm even touching the pump, someone in Crawford County has it, and I'm sure it's more than one that just hasn't been reported or tested. But you guys gotta stay home, stay away from each other. Okay. So Canvas, check out Canvas, and I've got links on there, as well as, like I said, go to that I Love the Arts thing and go to that Air Force band. I would like one or two of you, or more, but this couple of you I have in mind in particular who I think that would be kind of cool to do something like that. If I've got a couple duet books here, so I think it's clarinet saxophone. If you're a clarinet or saxophone player and want something harder to do for a duet, let me know. Email me and I'll try to get you something that's in your range but doable. But I know some of you have some duets at home because you probably had them for solo contests that didn't exist. Remember, Star Wars voting is on Twitter. Why is my camera just changing colors? It's just confused about the lighting in here. Star Wars voting is on Twitter. Get that in if you want to participate with that. Email me if you need anything, or just email me, because it makes me feel better to hear from some of you. Chris, that's creepy because it's literally the next thing on my list. Chris is recommending this Some Good News. It's a fake. It's not fake news show. It's a news show that John Chris, I can't say his name ever. Every time I try, I screw it up. The guy from The Office. Anyway, he's started this thing. Chris sent me the link, but if you search for it, Some Good News by John. It's funny. It's good. He's got Steve Carell on there, and I guess it's going to be something he does regularly, I guess. So check that out too. Is next on my list. Last thing I'll tell you is, of course, take care of each other. Like I always say, make sure you're looking out for each other. And yeah, you're right, Chris. You can't spell it. Take care of each other, and get out there and vote on the Star Wars thing, because voting's important. Something like that. I'll leave you with the thing I played at the beginning was Buddy Rich Swinging New Big Band. It's kind of Buddy Rich is kind of the man when it comes to drums, and he had this big band he put together and had an album. The first track is Ready Mix. That's what I started with. We're going to end the day with a little Uptight, Everything's All Right cover by Buddy Rich and the Swinging New Big Band. Take care of each other, everybody, and stay home. Stay home. Get outside. Do a little outside work today. And we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will go better. Today sucked. It was a bad show today. I'm sorry. We'll get on it tomorrow. See ya.